So I'm just going to start with a brief introduction and a little background on ePerformance. Next slide, please. ePerformance is the standard bearer for the Canadian government when it comes to grants and contributions. Government of Canada departments have built trust and have appreciated the work done by ePerformance to provide them with a robust and reliable application. We assist public sector organizations and associations in the design and deployment of enterprise solutions that focus on creating business value. Next slide. Just wanted to give a high-level overview of some of our skill sets and what we do here at ePerformance. We offer secure cloud services. Our cloud service provides maximum security and compliance while offering scalability and performance in trusted environments. Whether on-premise or moving to a cloud-based solution, ePerformance can definitely help. We are currently working on several large modernization projects within the government sector, specifically geared towards cloud implementation work and infrastructure. We also provide solution delivery services. Our solution architects are Microsoft certified specialists with considerable experience planning and integrating enterprise scale solutions for the public sector. We will also work with your technical team to explore the system level integrations needed, looking at all important technology components and developing a systemized planned approach. We also offer Microsoft Dynamics consulting. ePerformance has been specializing in Microsoft Dynamics CRM since 2006, and we've built an enviable workforce of CRM business and technical specialists. We offer a full lifecycle of Microsoft Dynamics CRM development services and also provide post-implementation support through our custom training and support services that we will discuss later on in the webinar. And finally, ePerformance also offers training through our academy and custom training solutions. Our training academy offers a number of out-of-the-box training programs on modern solutions, including Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And our experienced training team can also build a customized training program that ensures your technology solution delivers value. As mentioned, Jason will go over that in greater detail at the tail end of the webinar and go over the upcoming courses and available options, as well as some information about Power Platform as well. Next slide. And on that note, I will pass the agenda over to Anand, and hope you guys enjoy the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Welcome, everyone. My name is Anand Singh. I am a Microsoft certified trainer and also Microsoft certified solution architect in Power Platform and Dynamics 365 applications. I have been 6 times certified in Dynamics 365 and Power Platform modules. The agenda for today's discussion is what is Power Platform and various components of Power Platform. What's the advantage of using Power Platform and how these components are aligned together. I will discuss 2 real-life business scenarios and showcase how Power Platform components, especially Powerapps and Power Automate, help solving problems quickly. I will demo the application and show the high-level steps of creating apps and flows without having any prior knowledge in programming or in coding. After the demo of the application, me and Jason, who is the manager of the training department, will talk more on the Power Platform trainings offered by ePerformance and followed up by question and answers. Talking about Power Platform is an end-to-end platform for low code and rapid development for Office 365, Dynamics 365, Azure, and your custom business applications. So Power Platform is comprised of 4 key components: Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agents. Power BI, which is business intelligence, is a business analytics service that delivers insights for analyzing your data. Power Apps provide a rapid, low-code development environment for building custom apps for business needs. Power Automate lets user create automated workflows between applications and services. It helps automate repetitive business processes such as communication, email triggering, data collection, and decision approvals. Our virtual agents enable anyone to create powerful chatbots using guided no-code graphical interface. You do not need any sort of data science experience or developer experience to create Power Virtual Agent chatbots. So in this family of the Power Platform, Power BI is the oldest member in the family, which was introduced in the year 2014. And Powerapps and Automate, though Automate was previously known as Microsoft Flow, they came in the Power Platform family in the year 2018, and the youngest member in the family is Power Virtual Agent, which was introduced last year. Year 2020, was fully functional in year 2020. Microsoft Dataverse, Data Connectors, and AI Builder enable the Power Platform to be leveraged to its full potential. When talking about AI Builder, AI Builder provides built-in AI capabilities, for example, predictive modeling or image processing or text classification. AI Builder lets users and developers to add AI capabilities to their workflows and Power Apps. So all just you need to have you can use the AI Builder capabilities using drag and drop feature. You do not need any sort of machine learning or data science experience to work on the AI Builder. It's all inbuilt feature in the Power Platform. Microsoft Dataverse. It was called CDS, Common Data Service, renamed to Dataverse on November 2020. Dataverse is a scalable data service and application platform which lets user securely store data in cloud and manage data from multiple sources and integrate the data in business applications using a common data model. Connectors. Talking about connectors, there are 300 plus connectors available in the Power Platform, which enable you to connect apps, data, and devices in the cloud. Examples of few popular connectors are Salesforce, Office 365, Twitter, Dropbox, and more. Power BI provides interactive visualization and AI-driven insights. Users can create their own reports and dashboards, analyze data, listen to their data, and make confident and quick decisions using Power BI. Power BI applications are accessible through web and mobile interfaces. Power Apps. Using Power App, you can build apps for mobile and web interfaces. So that also, again, you can have those features with low code / no code development experience. For the pro developer, Power Apps provide no limit extension capabilities. Power Apps empowers users while maintaining security and governance. Talking about Power Automate, you can automate workflows and processes using Power Automate. You can set various conditional branching and loops in Power Automate flows. As in Power Apps, Power Automate is also available for both web and mobile interfaces. I said earlier, Microsoft Flow has been renamed to Power Automate in 2019, but still you can find resources on Microsoft Flow which are relevant for Power Automate. Power Virtual Agents. Using Power Virtual Agent, you can build intelligent chatbots. To create a chatbot, you need to follow a guided no-code graphical interface. There is a built-in feature, AI feature in chatbots as well. Once you create a chatbot, you can easily embed your chatbot on websites, mobile apps, Facebook, Teams, or other channels supported by bot framework. For today's webinar, I will cover more on Power Apps and Power Automate in subsequent slides. Power Platform empowers every developers to do more or to achieve more, whether it's a citizen developers or IT developers or pro developers. Citizen developers are the business users or power users within the organization. IT developers are the core IT team members of the organization, and pro developers are those who work on the extension capabilities of the product. So when we talk about Power Platform components, Power BI, Power Apps, and Power Automate, they have their own individual features, but when we think of implementing all the product together, the total is greater than sum of the parts. Talking about types of Power Apps, there are three types of Power Apps: Canvas app, model-driven app, and portal app. In this webinar, I will talk in detail on the Canvas and model-driven apps. Due to time constraints, I'll not talk much on the portal app. A separate webinar is planned just for the portal in this Power Platform webinar series. But what is portal app? Portal app is a portal app provides a solution to build a website for public. It is a low-code solution for responsive website, which supports multilingual feature. What you see is what you get kind of designer experience. Again, it will give pro developer extensibility features. There are lots of predefined templates in portal to start with. Once you build your app using Canvas app, you can publish your app in the portal so that it's available for the external users. And external users can access those apps anonymously. Again, you can also control those logins as per your business requirement in the portals. Okay, coming back to the creation of the app, there are two links: Maker Portal and Power Apps, Power Platform Admin Center link. So these are the two links which you need to know when you are planning to create Power App. make.powerapps.com. So, okay. So when you go on the Maker Portal, you can see option to create new app. It says Canvas, model-driven, or portal apps. I'll talk more on the Maker Portal later on the subsequent slides. In the Power Platform Admin Center, you can provision environment, you can set admin related stuff in the admin portal, security and governance, licensing, those kind of things in the admin center. Talking about Canvas app start with user experience. You as an user can decide the layout of the form, galleries, fonts, etc. So when I talk start with user experience, that means you can start building an app from the blank template, and you can decide what you want on the screen. Like here in the screen, there are two galleries. It says like Contoso building 3, 5 on the left side, and on selecting each gallery, different sub-selection comes here in the screen. So you can decide like what you want to put on the screen. So that is kind of a start with user experience, and what you see is what you get, designer experience. And it is a pixel perfect app, works perfectly for mobile devices, tablet, or web browser. You can interact data from various sources using connectors. So there are 300 plus connectors available in Power Apps. And if you do not find connectors meeting your requirement, you can still create a custom connector. Canvas apps help business users to create and use custom business apps across platforms using Excel and PowerPoint skills. So as a citizen developer, as a business user, what you need is Excel. If you are familiar with writing formula in Excel and Microsoft PowerPoint, that's all you need. So there are three high-level steps for creating Canvas app. First, you need to connect to data, and then once you connect to the data source, you create app in the Maker portal. After creating the app, publish your app and use on the web or mobile devices. Powerapps Canvas app has built-in connectivity to 300 plus cloud services, files, database, web APIs, etc. It has seamless hybrid connectivity to on-prem system. You can build your own custom connectors as well if connectors are not available in the Power platform. So to work on the Canvas app or any of the Power Platform application, you just need to have an internet connectivity. You can create, modify, publish your app instantly to iOS, Android, or Windows and the web interfaces. Sharing is like sharing documents in other Microsoft Office products. You can manage your environments. Environments can be based on geographical locations, departments within organization, or can be of development, quality, production environment. Talking about Powerapps mobile applications, so this is available for all three platforms. You can download from Windows Store or Google Play Store or App Store. So link given here in the slide. And sign in is based on your user account, Office 365 or Dynamics 365 or Azure credentials. Model-driven app. A model-driven app is built on Microsoft Dataverse. It starts with a data model. So we have a common data model which is predefined in CDS or Dataverse. We can use the feature of common data model, relationships, and business processes in model-driven app. And we can build end-to-end business applications. There are some features which I'll explain in subsequent slides: business process flows, business rules, which comes with Dataverse and which are very powerful while creating a model-driven app. And one of the feature of model-driven app is it works offline, but Canvas app needs internet connectivity to work on. So in the diagram here, this is an example of business process flow, which I have created for application request for the demo purpose. This is a feature of model-driven app, and it says 3 stages. I'll talk later on while I demo the product. So Powerapps model-driven apps provides a metadata-driven architecture for creating and customizing apps without writing code. It is rich component focused, and you will have no code design. You will get no code feature to work on model-driven apps. You can create a hierarchical relationships, or you can customize your forms or dashboards in model-driven app. You can write business rules, business process flow to model your business processes. And after that, the responsive app is available on the web and mobile browsers. So the first thing first, to create a model-driven app, you need to work on the app designer. And when you click on the app designer, you will see multiple options, creating sitemap, dashboards, forms, views, charts, and business process flows. So this is the backend. And once you design all the features in the app designer, what you see is the layout here shown in the screen. Talking about business process flows, business process flow gives visual indicators that tells users where they are in their application, in their business process. With business process flows, you can define a set of stages and steps that are displayed in control at the top of the form. Business process flow provides a streamlined experience for data entry and controlling entry to each stage. When you combine business process flow with other customizations, it can play important role in saving time, reducing training cost, and moreover, reducing any error or increasing user adoption. So this is the screen which shows creation of business process flow. There are three stages: application request, application process, and application close. Once you activate the business process flow, this is how this appears on the screen on the model-driven app. So on each of the stages, you can decide to have number of steps that controls the navigation. Once you enter details on each stage, you can proceed with the next stage and complete the entire process. Business rules. Business rule works on the server side. It is bound to entities, works across all the apps. You can create calculated fields and roll-up fields. You can have validations. You can display notifications for certain fields using business rules. It's a very powerful tool, and it is out of the box feature available in model-driven app. So coming to the business scenario, for today's demonstration, I have taken a scenario where XYZ is an organization, government-funded organization, works on supporting individuals/families financially impacted by COVID-19 crisis. And XYZ organization received hundreds of applications daily through phone/email. Employee takes up to 4 weeks to work on application and approval process before updating the status of application to the individual/families through phone/email. And what they expect is they want to use Power Platform to change the way they are working now by automating the manual process of entering data in the system and automating the approval process so that the timeline reduces by half. So they want to resolve each application within 2 weeks time frame. So the high level issues what they have or XYZ organization has, application support team, AS team create and maintain application details in Excel. So to avoid this manual process, what we can suggest or what I have built a Powerapp. Application support team can use the Powerapp to quickly create and maintain the application within the system. Second issue is application support team send the copy of Excel to decision team by email before leaving for the day. This is a manual process of sending attachment through email, and then decision team replies back with their approval. So we can automate this process of sending email through Power Automate, which triggers automatic email notifications. Again, decision team provide decision through email. That's the manual process. We can automate this approval process using Power Automate feature. Application team update the application status and other details in Excel. Once they get the status, whether approved or rejected from the decision team, application support team, update in their Excel, let's say that's stored in SharePoint or somewhere else. So we can suggest to use Powerapps instead of doing this manual thing. So Powerapps allows each user within the organization to log in. In this case, a decision team can log into the Powerapps and they can make their decision there, then and there. So we can avoid the repetitive task, and the login and security rules are controlled based on their role in the organization. The final, the second last thing, what application support team does is they update the application status to individual manually through email or phone call. So what we can propose, or what I have done in the demo environment, I have created an email notification that triggers automatically to the user or the applicant who has requested the application. So that is through Power Automate. And talking about business process flow, that is integrated in the model-driven app. And we can control once the application has been processed and approved or rejected, then only email notification should be sent to the applicant. That is done through the business process flow. And the last thing is communication is not synchronized. So informations are coming through email from Teams. So I mean, those are not synchronized. So what is suggested to use Powerapps Teams integration to have everything in one place? Okay, so let me go through the first demo. So my demo is divided into two parts. In the first demo, I'll explaining how to move process from paper to automation. In this example, how to move the Excel to automation part. And the second demo, I will show how the approval things works on, how the email notification thing work on using the Power Automate part. Okay. So first thing first, to work on the Power Platform, you need to have environment. So for that, if you have Microsoft tenant, then you can create your environment using after going to admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com. And if you do not have Microsoft tenant, then you can opt for 30 days trial. So you just search in Google Powerapps trial. And you can sign up for the free trial, which is good for 30 days. So here, once you go to the options here, you can see various options, licensing options per app plan and per user plan. And down here below, you can see try free. And once you click on try free, this will navigate you to the setup of the trial instance. As I have already enroll for the, I mean, I have already part of the subscription, so it's not allowing me to create a trial instance. But for you, this is the way. You just need to click on new account, or I mean, it's a different thing coming on your screen, but you need to follow that. And once you create your tenant and go to the admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com, you need to create new environment using the new button here and provide your name. For the training purpose, I would select trial and then provision database. Click yes to provision the database. So one environment is tagged with the one database, and once you click on next, your environment will be set up and will appear in the list here. So I have already set up my environment. So my environment is enhancing environment, and that's available here. So this is the admin platform, which talks more on the security and administration related stuff. It talks about creating and managing environment, monitoring licenses, working with data loss prevention policies, and integrating with some other tools within the Dataverse and other stuff, right? So those things are here, but our focus for today's demonstration or today's demo is on the Maker portal. So let's go to the Maker portal. So this is make.powerapps.com. So once you click on make.powerapps.com, you can see your environment here. So I have selected my environment, which was created through the admin.powerplatform.com. So here in the Maker portal, on the left navigation, here are a few options. If you want to create a new app, just go to the apps and click on new app. It will give option to create Canvas app or model ribbon or portal apps. Here are the apps which are created by me earlier or available system-wide. So these are the two apps which I have created and I will be demoing for today's demonstration purpose. First one is the Canvas app and second one is the model driven app. If you see here, there are various options, data, you can create table, which is entity, which was called entity, and that will be available in the Dataverse. So for the demo purpose, I have created a table called application request, and then I have added a few fields here, and I have applied business rules using the business rule feature here within inside the table. If you want to see the flows or automate, you can click the flows and you can see all the flows which you have created. And there are various types of flows which I'll talk later on. Likewise, there are other options you can explore on. So let's go to the app. This is my app, Canvas app. So before going to this app, I will show you a file. Let's say XYZ organization, they have reached me asking for the application to be developed based on this schema. So in their organization, they have various application types, family support, education, healthy lifestyle, and so on. There are 9 application types, and based on each application type, there are subtypes. For example, for family support, there are various subtypes, and there's description for each application and payment type, amount, support type, and financial year. So they have asked me to implement or copy this schema to the Power Apps. So what I will do, or what I have done, I will take this as a single source of truth or kind of a data source and copy all this stuff in my Power Apps. So for that, again, I'll go to the Maker portal, and this is the app. Okay, first I'll just walk through the app, how it works. So if you see the app, these are the application support type here. So there are 9 application support type, and for each application support type, when you click on, let's say education, you will get subtype here, and which are dynamically filled based on the application support type selected on the left side, left navigation. And this screen, I mean, basically, when we talk about the Canvas app, this is kind of a header, and this is the left navigation is a gallery, and the right navigation is also gallery, but this is kind of displayed in a horizontal fashion, and the left navigation gallery is displayed in the vertical fashion. So once I select an application and subtype over here, I can click on compare. Once you click on compare, these 2 buttons are enabled. So that's written in the Power Apps Maker. So I'll walk through that part also. So once I click on the compare, it takes me to the next screen. This is the compare screen, where I'll see all the details which I've selected in the last screen. And here, so there's I mean, different subtype 4, 5, and if I click on okay, let's say I have selected subtype 5. This is not a good example. Let me go back, and let's say I'll select family support and compare any 2. Okay, so there are 5. Let's say food, and the amount is 250. So this is automatically copied from the selection on the left side, and name of the applicant is Chen Doe. Chen Doe approached me. I am, let's say, part of application support team, and I'm creating application on behalf of Chen Doe, and applicant email is chen.doe@test.com, and comment is address is, let's say, no, this is my address because I am the one who is creating the application. So as a member of application support team, I will fill all the details and submit the application. Once I submit the application, it shows me the confirmation page, and here you can see the estimated resolution date is automatically calculated based on the application requested date. So for this, I have written logic in business rule, which is estimated resolution date should be 14 days plus the application requested date. Okay, so once I submit my application and go to the make.powerapps.com and the model driven app here, I can see the application coming here. So this is the model driven app. If I sort by the created on, newest to oldest, so this is the one which I have created just now. Family support, and name of the application is Chen Doe, and details of the applicant is mentioned here, address and comments and the approver and those things. So this is how the manual process of creating application or maintaining application in Excel can be converted into the Power Apps. So next thing is the approval part. So this part I'll come later on. First, I'll go back again to the Canvas app. This is the Canvas app. Let me walk through the components of the Canvas app. Let me cancel all these screens. Okay. So yeah. So again, I'm in the make.powerapps.com and I'm in my environment. And here I have selected the Canvas app. I'll click on edit. So once I click on edit, it takes me to the environment where I can edit the Canvas app. So this layout or this page is called Canvas Apps Studio, which is available on the web application. You can use any browser to work on. And if you notice here, this studio is designed to have a similar user interface as in Microsoft, as other Microsoft Office products, right? So there are three pane, the left pane and the middle pane and the right pane. And you can see these options as in other, let's say Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word. So this is called ribbon. And as in Excel, you can write formulas over here. So more or less, it's like building a slide deck in PowerPoint and writing formula in Excel. So going to, okay, here. So there are three screens which I just demoed: main screen, compare screen, and confirmation screen. So in the main screen here, you can see how those are mentioned over here. So this is the gallery, app type, application type gallery, and on the main page, this is application subtype gallery. So how the subtype is linked with the type, that is maintained, that is mentioned over here. So in the formula bar, if you see here, filter table one application type ID equals to application type gallery dot selection selected application type ID. That means based on this application type ID, subtype is being filtered. And so yeah, this is the left navigation bar, which shows all the screens, data sources, controls on your app. If you want to see the data source, you can just click here and you can see the table which I have provided. So basically, within one Excel, there are two tables because there are two tabs. So when we upload a table, each tab of the Excel will be considered as one table. So this is one table for the application type, and this is another table for application subtype. So again, going back here, in the middle pane, which contains the application screen you are working on. Let's say if you minimize the main screen and go to compare screen, it will show the related stuff related to the compare screen. So this thing, like yeah, on the right side, so this information are coming from Dataverse. These fields, applicant name, amount, comments, those things are synced with the model-driven app through Dataverse. And for some of the fields, for example, comments, you need to create in Dataverse so that you can drag it here and kind of write logic to come fill the details in the Canvas app and synchronize both Canvas and model-driven app through the Dataverse. Right side, right pane, you can configure properties for the controls bind to data, and set additional advanced setting. If I go here and click on the app, click on the form, see here, the data source is application request. Application request is a table which is created on the Dataverse. And that is linked here. That's how I can use all the fields from the application request in this form. And this is the formula bar where you add formulas as mentioned in Excel and define the behavior of selected control. For example, if I click on submit application, what it should do. So it is kind of on select of the submit button event. You will write submit form 1. All the information of this form will be submitted in the database on the Dataverse. This is called Ribbon, where you perform common actions, including customizing and designing elements. For example, if you want to add a new screen in the form, so what you do, you just click on the new screen and new screen will be added here. Or you want to change the theme, you can do it here. And the final thing here in the insert, you can see AI builder capabilities, which you can drag and drop here. For example, business card reader, it's an inbuilt feature. You can just drag and drop in the screen. You can use the feature to scan your business card. Also, mixed reality stuffs are there. So you do not need any sort of, machine learning experience to work on mixed reality or AI builder stuffs. So I have just discussed about how I have connected data to the Canvas app and how the filtering works based on the application type, how the subtype is being filtered. And you can customize your user experience using galleries and controls. So now I am in edit mode. Let's say if I need to change something here, and if I need to make email instead of the name, and I can see here quickly, see the changes reflect here. And what I need to do is I just need to save, or before that I can play. Click on play a button here, and then this gives me the changes, right? And it works in the runtime, and I can proceed with. So again, let's say I have not made changes. If you want to, not in this, in the main screen, okay. If you want to save the changes, you need to, if you want to save the changes and make available for all the users, you need to publish. So file, save, the changes are saved, and then you need to publish. Once you publish the app, this will be available for all the users within your organization. And you can share the published version to the users with the organization, or if they are already using the app, they will get notified about the new version. So this is the published version. And if you want to go back and revert your change, for example, I do not want the full name, sorry, I do not want the email, I just want the full name on the header. What I'll do, I'll just select the previous version and then restore. Let me cancel, not this one. Okay, let me try. Okay, and restore. Okay, this is being logged. Okay, I'll just cancel this one. Okay, I'll again cancel this one here. Let me refresh the browser. Okay, some sort of problems. Okay. So the live version is version 19 and I would like to restore to version 18. Yeah, so restore is successful. So if I go back and see my app and let's play, the changes are still okay. It's not reflected, but it should. Okay, let me go and edit. So ideally, when you restore it, it will restore to the previous version. And okay, so oh, this is not published. So my previous version was not published. That's why it is not showing. Let me publish this version. Save and publish. Okay. So the changes should be here. So what I'm trying to say is once you make your changes, save your change, and you need to publish the change to make it available for all the users in the system. So this is about the Canvas app and basic customization thing. And let me go back to the app here. So when you click on new app and click on Canvas app, you will see three options. You can start with your data. You can select SharePoint as a source, or you can select Excel as a source, or any other stuff, available here, right? Or you can select Team as well, Microsoft Teams as a source, and then you can create app, or let me cancel. Or you can start from a template. You can a predefined template. So there are lots of predefined templates in the Canvas app, which you can start with, or you can create your you can start from a blank template. If I go to the template, let's say I select table layout and select the template. Yeah, here are lots of templates which are available in the Powerapps Canvas app. So I would suggest start with Powerapps training template. So this will be a good start for the one who is new in the Power Platform. And yeah, and there are other templates like Site Inspects and other PDF Reader. So those kind of thing you can have a look on. But yeah, so there are three ways to create from the data source or from the template, or you can start from a blank template. So this Canvas app, I started from blank. I created galleries, my own forms and everything my own. So, okay, going back to the application here. So once I select my application here, it goes to the model-driven app. Let me go to the model-driven app. Okay, so here, based on the newest old. Okay, this is the one I created earlier. Okay, so in this model-driven app, if you are familiar with Dynamics 365 products, so model-driven app is similar to Dynamics 365 products, and the top bar is called navigation bar. And if you have other, selection items over here in the sitemap, you will see other stuff here, and you can see the breadcrumb to navigate. So basically, this will show you where you are in the system. And this is form in the model-driven app, and this is the business process flow on the top, right? So this says we are in the application request stage. Once the application is approved, and then we can process with the application process. So this is kind of a stage gate. So you cannot proceed with the information provided here. So you can make mandatory field over here, and then you can apply the logic. So let me go back to the edit page of the application request model driven. So once you click on edit, it gives you the app designer. In app designer, you can customize the layout of the model driven app, site maps. Let's say in the current application, we have only one tab. That's why you see just one tab in the let me explain here. Okay. So let me try a little bit tighter. So here you can see only one tab because in the sitemap we have just defined one tab. So if you want to add, it's very quick and easy. Just add area, and let's say if I put account, and under account, if I need to add group, adds account. And under group, if I put sub area called, okay, let me select entity called accounts. So quickly save this app and publish. If I go back to the model driven app, and I should see here. So here there are two selection options available. One is account and one is application request. So this is how easy, I mean, it's just a drag and drop feature in the model driven app. Okay, so let's go back to the app designer. I would like to talk about the business process flow and business rules. Here in the business process flow, I have created application process as a business process flow, where I have created 3 stages: application request, application process, and application close. On each stage, I have defined steps. First step is application requested date and approval status. Likewise, I have 2 different steps, and here also I have mentioned 1 step. So once you create the business process flow and activate, it will be available on the model driven app form. So this is how these are kind of mapped in the with the front end screen, right? So if I go to the not here, who is that? Okay. Okay, let me go back to here. So one of the application, say the application request, application process, and application close. So these are mapped accordingly here, which I have mentioned in the backend in app designer. Okay, talking about the business rule, here estimated resolution date is 14 days plus the application requested date. For that, what I did, I just created a business rule in the table, in my entity or table application request, and when I select business rule, I can add a new business rule, or I can show you the existing one, how that appears in the screen. So here the logic is if application requested date contains data, that means if it is not blank, and then you just add 14 days to the application requested date, and that value will be stored in estimated resolution date. So that's how it's simple. It is simple to write a business rule in model-driven app. Okay, so let me go back to the application which I have created. If you notice here, the status is blank. So what I am trying to show you is, like, once I create an application, it triggers to the decision team, and once a member from a decision team approve or reject, will automatically updated here. So for this application, I am the approver. If I go to the application, I am the approver. So that means I should have received an email. So let me go check my email. Yeah. So this is the email I have received. As an approver, I can select approve or reject. So it says new application request has been created for support to $50, and this is the address. Comment is copied from the Canvas app. I can approve and provide my comment. Approved. Once I click submit, it automatically updates on my model-driven app. Okay, let me go here and refresh my page. Okay, it says approve, and in the business process flow, it says approve. And as an applicant, I have raised this application, or I have created this application. I will get a notification that my application has been approved. Application has been approved. Comment from the approver. Application comment. Okay, so yeah, we can customize the email content over here, but the what I'm trying to say is email will be triggered to approver, and once he or she approve the application, again the email will be sent back to the user who has created the application. So for this purpose, as I am the one who has created the application and I am the one who am approving, I'm getting both email, and I can proceed with the next stage. And this is approved, and in this stage I can ask for the further details like banking information and other stuff as per your business need. And once I get all those information, I can click on next and click on finish. So once I click on finish, applicant will be notified uh, notified that, hey, your application has been approved or rejected based on the selection over here. But in this case, application is approved. So once I click on finish, Jan Doe will get an email notification. And how that looks like is, okay. Yeah, so this is the one. Hi, Jan Doe, application has been approved for this program, and okay, you will receive another email with next steps. So this is kind of a sample text you can customize as per your need. And if you have any question, you can contact me, kind of thing you can write over here, right? So that's how we can notify the users. Okay, so this is about Canvas app and model-driven app. When talking about the approval process, let's go back to the slide, and I'll talk on the Power Automate part and demo how that can be done. Okay, so Power Automate is a software as a service solution that helps you work smarter by automating workflows across the apps and services. In Power Automate, first you need to connect to the data and then create workflows using triggers and actions without writing code or scripts. And you can edit flows or Power Automate flows on the web and mobile. So once you build your automate flow, you can apply, you can use for the approval process. So in our case, I have built automated workflow that triggers for the approval process. So here are some common scenarios for the workflow. Workflow can be of automated approvals, which is implemented for this demo. Workflow can be for the recording process, example, sending notification of the record older than 30 days, or for the process guidance, that means like interactive step-by-step completion of common business processes. Automated triggering of data and service events, example, when a record or file is created. So here in this case, if you see here, when a record is created, updated, or deleted, an approval email is triggered to the approver. So this is our case. This is from the screenshot from our demo. So this is kind of automated triggering. And the final thing is manual triggering. You can create a flow that that works on a click of a button to launch a flow in the background. So what makes up a flow? A flow, in a broad view, there are two high-level items. One is a trigger condition, and second is action. So for each trigger condition, we can write action, what to do. So here, when application request is created, I'm sending a notification, or I'm sending email to approver for their feedback for approving or rejecting the application. So the trigger can be manual or manual via Powerapps, or we can schedule a flow of like on the daily basis, on the weekly basis, or we can have an event in the cloud. So that kind of that is kind of a trigger conditions for the flow. And in the actions, yeah, we can change the status of the field. We can send notifications, email notification. Those are the common examples. So for our approval flow, this is the screenshot. I'll take you to the flow.microsoft.com, and I'll show you how those are maintained in the screen, in the flow. There are three ways to make a flow. First one is start from the blank. When you select start from the blank, you will have various options: automated cloud flow, instant flow, schedule flow, or desktop flow. And business process flow is also a part of flow, though it used to be part of a Dynamics 365 product, but now this has been part of Power Automate flow. Desktop flow is kind of it automates process on your desktop environment. You need to install that desktop app to work on the desktop flow, and it will not work on the cloud. So just it will work on the desktop. So this is the new feature introduced last year. Still, this feature is in preview. That means it's not fully functional. So there are basically three main flow which work on the cloud: automated, instance, and schedule. So our flow is automated flow. For the demo purpose, I have used automated cloud flow. We can start from a template, predefined template, like what is in Powerapps, or we can start from a connector. So when we talk about the template, there are various predefined templates in Power Platform. Let's say when a team member is created, when a new entry is created in the SharePoint, notify the team. So you can use the template over here and you can work on. You can start from the connector. Connector can be, for example, Twitter. Let's say if you get a new notification in the Twitter, you can start a flow, or you can trigger a flow. Let me quickly go to the final demo 2, that is about the flow. Okay. Microsoft.com. Yeah, so this is the link, flow.microsoft.com. If you see here, you can see different actions, different items on the left-hand side. If I click on my flows, I can see the flow flows here. And this is the flow, new application request flow or workflow, which I have created for this demo purpose. And if you notice here, the status is on, that is flow is active. You can click here, turn off to make it inactive. Once you click on turn off, the flow will not run. So let me turn on. And yeah, so it says the status of the flows, and if there is a problem, you can click on the particular line item and you can see where the problem was, right? So let me go back to the the flow. So I have clicked on edit, and the condition is when record is created or updated or deleted. So I have selected condition as when the record is created in CDS, the flow will trigger to the flow will trigger an email notification to the approver. Approver type is approve/reject, first to respond, and assign to approver. And here are the dynamic contents which we can update as per our need. So we can, if you want some other thing, like applicant's address is there. Okay, some other thing, for example, applicant's email ID, if you want to add, you can add here, right? So all these details are dynamically coming here. And then based on the condition, based on the output, whether it's approved or reject. So there are two branches. If it's approved, the status will be changed to approved in the CDS or Dataverse, and email will trigger to the one who has submitted the application, that is application support team. And also once it's approved, email will be triggered to the end user or the main applicant who has asked to initiate the application. So this is the positive scenario where the application is approved. Likewise, if application is rejected, in Dataverse, it will update as rejected, and then application, it will send an email mentioning that application has been rejected to the application submitter. And finally, it will trigger an email to the end user. In this case, like Jane Doe is the end user. So Jane will get rejection notification. So that's a kind of brief about the flow and how we create a flow. Okay, go to my slide again. So final thing, what I would like to showcase here is the integration with the teams. Here, So this is a channel I have created. This is a team I have created in my Microsoft Teams named as application request. So here in the channel, I can add new tab and embed a Canvas app. For example, here I can click on Powerapps and select my app. Uh, okay, new submission app, and then you can see it's available here. So what I'm trying to show is to create an application, you can do it from the Teams, Microsoft Teams, instead of, I mean, going to the Maker portal. You can do it from here as well, and you can get the same look and feel feature, and everything works smoothly here. So let me click on few options and click on compare, and let's say childcare, and name of the applicant is okay. As I have created the application, I'm putting my name as applicant email. Sorry, submitted by. It should be Jane Doe. And comment is test. Okay. Let me submit my application here. And yeah, I'll get the confirmation. Once I submit my application here in the Teams, I will get notification in my activity channel here. So, okay, so these are the previous notifications. Sometime flow text time 222. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. So here within team as well, you can either reject or you can approve your application. As a decision team member, I can approve from here and then put my comment. And yeah, so as I am, I'm working both as a decisions team member and application team support member. I'm getting all this status, right? I mean, all the notification on my teams. But ideally, this notification, approved notification, should go to the application team member. So, and he will get notified, or he or she will get notified here within team. So this is how the Canvas app, Powerapps, is integrated with the Teams. And also, like in the same time, you will get notification in your email as well. So here are notifications. So yeah, I have already approved, and so this is the one, like Jane Doe received email. It's been approved. And if I go to the model-driven app, let me go to model-driven app. I can show you the application which is recently created. Let me filter with the newest first. Okay. Yeah, so this is the one. Just ignore about the time zone. This is UTC time zone, but this is the latest one. This is brief of Canvas app, model-driven app, and Power Automate. Okay. Okay, so I would like to summarize. So Microsoft Power Platform offers a point-and-click approach, which makes it easy for anyone familiar with Microsoft Office to create custom business solutions, data visualizations, automated workflows, and intelligent chatbots. So, uh, so Power Platform is powerful because of its family members, like the Power Platform family members, Powerup 4a. So when I talk about Powerup 4a, analyze, you can analyze your data using Power BI, act on your data using Power Apps. You can automate your data, automate your workflows using Power Automate feature, and finally assist your users using the Power Virtual Agent. So this is in a whole, like power of 4a makes Power Platform powerful. Okay, with that, I would like to invite Jason to talk more on the trainings offering by ePerformance. Jason, over to you.
Thanks, Anand. So that was a very informative session. And thanks everyone for being here patiently. I know it has gone a bit overboard in terms of time, but I believe it was a very informative session to all of you. This is a little bit of side of Training Academy that we do in addition to this webinar. So if you are interested in learning more about the Power Platform side, we do have a one-day dashboard and reporting with Power BI training in the month of March. All these trainings fall in the month of March. And Power Platform Fundamentals, it's for 2 days. Again, we have Power Platform App Maker for 3 days. And there's one more Power Platform Functional Consultant, which is completely filled up at this point in time. That is for 5 days. But if you would like to attend, please go ahead and register probably for the next batch. You might be able to attend this session. I will hand it over back to Anand, who will give more information on the technical side of it. Please visit our website, eperformanceinc.com, which is there on the footer of this slide, our website address. And when you hover over Training Academy, you will see a drop-down menu. Please click on upcoming events and you will see all the list of trainings that are available. Thank you. Back to you, Anand.
Thank you, Jason. Okay, talking about the training offering, the first one on the list, dashboard and reporting with Power BI. This is one-day training. This one-day training provides hands-on experience on business analytic tools covering the breadth of Power BI capabilities. During the day, attendees will be working on Power BI Service, Power BI Desktop, Power BI mobile application, and will build a set of reports and dashboard. Second training in the row is Power Platform Fundamentals. This is 2 days training. We'll be covering 6 modules with hands-on labs. You will learn the business value and product capabilities of Power Platform, create simple Power Apps, connect data with Dataverse, build a Power BI dashboard, automate process with Power Automate, and also build a chatbot using PVA, that is Power Virtual Agent. So this course can help you prepare Microsoft role-based certification, that is PL 900. PL 900, which is called as Microsoft Power Platform Fundamentals. So we have designed our course in such a way that we are in line with the contents of the Microsoft certifications, right? And the third one is App Maker, Power Platform App Maker, which talks in detail about the Canvas app, model-driven app. So in this training, in the day 1, we'll cover Canvas app, day 2 we'll cover model-driven app, and the day 3 will cover about Power Automate, PVA, and AI feature. This course or this training can help you prepare Microsoft role-based certification, that is PL 100, Power Platform App Maker. Power Platform Functional Consultant, this is for 5 days. And this training covers a lot of things, starting from Dataverse to security, It talks about Power Apps types, Canvas, model-driven portal in detail, Power Automate workflows, business process flows, UI flow, chatbots using PVA. It also talks about integration of Power Platform components, AI Builder, Power Platform integration with Microsoft 365. This course help you prepare Microsoft role-based certification exam, that is PL 200, Power Platform Functional Consultant. The fifth one is Power Platform Developers, which is for 5 days. And this course, there's kind of a prerequisite for this course.